Good evening, guys. Welcome to another watch along. We have Manchester City taking on Red Bull Leipzig at the Red Bull Arena. RB Leipzig, I should say, at the RB Arena. Uh, very excited. Very excited for this match. City are coming off a 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest, and they need to bounce back. And this is going to be a very interesting game for them to do so. Leipzig has scored them second most goals from set pieces in Bundesliga this season. That's interesting. So they will be a set piece threat. That could be a factor moving into this game, of course. You see the Leipzig boys warming up at the moment. Yes, so that's going to happen. I think on the other side we got Inter Milan, Porto as well. So across the UCL group stage, Man City are ranked first in shots conceded, also known as least shots conceded, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's there. Varun, hi, good evening, Varun. What's up? Good evening. Kickoff is imminent in 10 minutes, I believe. So looking forward to the game. Oh, yeah, we'll go through the lineups just shortly, but how was my day? My day was great, dude. I had a very quiet day. I just enjoyed the Real Madrid match. Uh, crazy scenes happened, and yeah, I was just enjoying my time, really, man. Nothing special. It was just a quiet day. Um, yeah, I was just kind of wondering how Liverpool capitulated that much, really. I have been thinking about that, but then again, it's a confidence thing, clearly, right? Because you're 2-0 up. I believe Man City did the same thing to Tottenham, right? Was it at the FA Cup? No, wait, where was it? Was it in a knockout game? No, it was in the league only, I believe. So they were 2-0 down, they lost 4-2 to Man City as well. It's a confidence issue, man. It's like almost like you can't believe it. Hi, Rain, good evening. Yeah, so I was just watching the game. Napoli very convincingly 2-0. They're looking like they're going to be a problem. As a Chelsea fan, I can't even laugh at Liverpool. I mean, listen, man. I mean, you can't laugh at Liverpool, but here's the thing, right? Like, Liverpool are playing with the same team that got them to the dance in the last 3 years. Chelsea is like undergoing a lot of changes on many ways. Whether it's a new owner, an absolute new stable of players. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, man. There's a lot of things going on in Chelsea that, sorry about that, while you can't like make pretty much enjoy everyone else's downfall, at the same time, it's also, you're everyone's at a different stage right now of the process. It's not like everyone's in full prime mode and everyone's taking out each other. It's like everyone's trying to struggle to get ahead. So yeah. You could laugh if you want. You'll just get bantered back though. That's about it. Bro, Wesley Fofana, what a goosebump speech by him. Isn't Wesley Fofana like not played in like 5 months? Like, what was the speech? What did he say? I'm interested to know now. In the meantime, we'll go through the lineup, shall we? Don't try, Derain, it hurts me. AVS Salamajit Nathan Bhai again today. That game was crazy yesterday. Like crazy. I don't really know. I'm trying to think of. I was just discussing earlier, in fact, with Varun. I'm trying to think about how that happened, man. Like I could laugh, right, and I laughed for maybe a couple of minutes, but then as the goals kept piling in, I was thinking to myself, what's gone wrong, dude? Like months ago, y'all were, people were writing off playing y'all in the league, and like now everyone can beat y'all. It's really weird. If you take away that Bournemouth 8-0, 9-0, whatever the hell they did early in the season, what have they done? What have they done? Like really, like the whole season's a bit awash. Don't know what to say, man. No talk about yesterday, but okay, fine. We were saying the same board except we got Nunes scoring. Got it. Uh, why Manu and Chelsea legend? Like, it's not a Man United legend. First of all, second, I don't know what he is to Chelsea. He's not a Man United legend, at least. Why is he not playing? Because the truth is being exposed, dude. He's not as good as everyone thinks he is. He's certainly not as good as he thinks he is. And yeah, it's being revealed in time, isn't it not? So yeah, surprised? Not really. So Madrid fan respect to Anfield crowd for giving respect to Modric. Yeah, apparently Modric and Benzema got a lot of respect, man. That is superb, man. Very very. It's a very classy display. You can always expect that at Anfield. Anfield's atmosphere is one of the rare atmospheres. In football clubs, I would say. Atmosphere wise, they always do a really good job, at least from what I have seen in my life. I should say, I shouldn't say in general, but from what I have seen, they always come out well. you know Firstly, for fun, tomorrow when we play against Dortmund, when we enter the bridge, we must keep in mind we're playing for one of the best teams in Europe and pride of London. That's it. I liked it. What about you? You know what, man? I would be very confident about it, but it really matters on the mentality of the players, does it not, Darren? It's like Wesley Fofana hasn't played in a while. He has a lot to prove. He has a lot of time to make up as a Chelsea player. He might be thinking super positive. But you saw that tunnel cam where everyone was just like, I don't know, man, for lack of a better word, depressed. It's like you can't tell other people to do well to try their best. They must want to do it. So if Wesley Fofana comes out there, he's made the statement, he has a good game tomorrow, he leads by example. Maybe that will spur the other players who are, not in the best of mindsets at the moment to get something out of it, man. I mean, it's 1-0, dude. Like, you can't tell me you can't go win that game at the bridge. It's very possible. Would Newcastle Everton lose against Liverpool on purpose so they lose badly against Real Madrid? Yeah, that would be quite entertaining if that was true, but I don't think it is, dude. So the Leipzig lineup is Blaswich, Willi Orban as captain, Emil Forsberg, Timo Werner, Lucas Klostermann, Dominik Zoboschlei, Andre Silva, Nico Hassenberg, Schlager, Konrad Lehmer, and Josko Guardiol, playing in a 4-3-3, it looks like. We also got Simikan, Haidara, Poulsen, Nkunku, and Raum, and Hendricks on the bench. Good bench, good bench. Everton are dead, Newcastle dug their own grave. Dude, Everton are dead is a kind. Everton were dead, AVS, but Dyche Ball, I'm telling you, they're going to stay up now for sure, man. Say what you want about the club, Dyche is not going to let them go down, though. I'm telling you. See, watch it happen, dude. I don't know. I can't say the same for Newcastle. Newcastle lost one game until yesterday. I mean, last week. They have had like 10 draws. I don't know. They would have clearly been first place if they didn't draw so much. They would have been clear of first place. But no luck, man. And the Manchester City lineup is Edison Moraes, Kyle Walker, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Dias, Nathan Ake, Rodrigo, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Jack Grealish, and up top we have Erling Braut Haaland. 31 games, 32 goals, I think it is. Goal every 75 minutes, the average. 4 assists as well. Good start to his own career. Excuse me. Oh, God. Come on, man, Leipzig. Give us a good one today. Especially for fun. Whenever I play in Chelsea, I'm a fan first, player later. I always play with my heart, be it anything, be it anything. People are hating on him for talking so much while being only 20. Yeah, man. I mean, listen. His if he backs up the performance tomorrow, it will sell a lot of people. Let's just put it that way. HM Liverpool played their past two matches, winning lineup against Real Madrid. City snatching PL from us in league. Real pushing us in UCL. So close yet so far. Always run up. I don't know why always second. That's football, my friend. That's football. Happens. And we are off. Oh boy. Where is my timer? Oh, thank God. Cross comes in from Walker. Ooh, it was landing straight, going straight to Haaland at the edge of the box. If Deitch does that, make a statue of him at Everton Stadium. Can I be very honest with you, AVS? He should have had a he should have had a statue at Turf Moor. You know why? Because he took Burnley to Europe, and that's never going to happen again. With all due respect to Vincent Company, and them flying through the championship at the moment, gets promoted to Europe, dude. Goes from promotion or championship to Europe. Not going to see that very often, dude. And with the limited budget squad, not like Wolves, where Wolves paid a lot of money to buy a lot of Portuguese players to get that, to get that boost into the Premier League. He did it with bloody not Chris Eagles. He did it with bloody Wood and Barnes, J. Rodriguez. Yeah. If Real Madrid win the UCL against no club, will reject ESL from the beginning. I mean, there's nothing to reject, right? It disproves the theory that money wins the title, doesn't it, LHM? That's the thing. That's what I've been saying. Wesley Fofana got man of the match against Southampton by only playing 30 minutes after 3 months. What a guy. Well, I mean, you still lost that game today. Like I said, man, if he needs to, not he needs to, but they need to wake up a little, man. Oh, ball goes through Haaland. Too much on it. Nathan, wait, hold on. Keep an eye on Nathan. Keep an eye. No, man, listen, I have an eye on Fofana. Fofana was in my FPL, dude, before he got injured. Wesley Fofana was in the. It wasn't Reece James, it wasn't Chilwell, it was Fofana that was in my team because A, he was cheap, and B, he was always going to play, man, because because of Chilwell and James, they have these injury niggles. So I thought I'll get ahead of the curve and put Fofana on my team when his knee absolutely shattered. I was like, God help me. And then whatever happened after that. So that's what. So you don't need to sell me on Wesley Fofana, dude. Wesley Fofana needs to sell the other players because the other players don't seem to be interested at the moment. Nathan, if Everton and Newcastle exposed Liverpool, you wouldn't have experienced that Real Madrid. I don't know about that, man. I mean, if Liverpool, quite honestly, my timestamp is about 1 second behind Lavanya, I think. I'm watching it on TV, so it's 2:57, 2:58, and mine's like a second off of the TV timestamp. Wouldn't have experienced that. See, the thing about that LA Jam is up until the Everton and Newcastle game, Liverpool were not playing very well at all. So you can make the argument that it's possible. But in all honest reality, Real Madrid could have beaten them even worse, I think, in a way, because they'd just be shot on confidence completely. Like you don't get that 2-0 head start if they don't have confidence coming into the game. I don't know what the game is because you're saying you won't experience a thrashing. You could have experienced maybe worse. Really depends, man, on the mindset. Sometimes they got the momentum coming into a tough game, so they had the confidence. But don't championship. No, I believe it's the EFL. Sorry, the Carabao Cup win player teams who win it. They play UEL next season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, championship they just get promoted really, and they get a bunch of money from the TV rights. Enough of this ESL, man. Will take a lot of time to formalize. When it comes, we'll see. I am in no hurry about for the ESL, dude. I think especially this season because the World Cup has like jammed all the games into a smaller time frame. There's just so many games to play. You can't even like think about it really. Kyle Walker skips past Halstenberg, but pushes the ball too far off. Leads the ball too far in front. Halstenberg's gonna have a long game today. Good luck with that. Struggling against 33, 34-year-old Walker's pace. It's gonna be problems for him. When he came, different energy came into this Chelsea team. And keep in mind, Potter might manage him his last game against Tottenham. Yeah, very possible, dude. Let me tell you, dude. I know Tottenham are top four right now, but if you all lose to Tottenham, especially if you lose badly to Tottenham, and Tottenham themselves have been kind of struggling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bowley mania is gonna go. Heads are gonna fly. Didn't really, isn't that a bit early? I also think so, AVS, but a lot of Chelsea fans don't. And it's their team, so I respect the call, dude. I think it's a little early. I think it is, but at the same time, how far down the table are you willing to go before it's too late? I look at it that point of view. For example, if Chelsea's 10th now, how low are they willing to go down the table before getting a new manager? Because by the end of this week, Chelsea is going to play 24 games. They got 14 games left. You know, so they either sit with Potter the whole season and then sack him, or don't know, man. Because if you're going to drop down lower onto the table, like how much lower do you want to go before people go, yeah, okay, he has to go now. There is no way out of this. You know, Mahrez with a cross. Emil Forsberg handles it. City takes a quick free kick. Okay. I mean, you guys are all it for trust the process, not Angry Rantman, dude. Angry Rantman's not having any of this process thing. Um, yes, bro. See, if you're having a process, which I agree, at least show some improvement. Now, losing against Southampton and drawing against West Ham after getting the entire squad back is not excusable. I agree. Losing to dead last Southampton, okay, yes, we have all conceded a James Ward-Prowse free kick. Let's not all pretend like our clubs have not gone through that. They have. But to only lose 1-0 through a free kick, I mean, it's not good, is it? Can second your opinion on the Southampton game, man? Shambolic is the word for it. Yeah, and the pattern I've noticed AVS is the first 20 minutes, dude, they're just, they're battering. They're using the pace injection of Modric, the pace injection of the creativity of Felix. Like the first 20 minutes, they're playing well, dude, and then it's like a mental switch happens. Oh my god, they're not conceding. We're not doing something right. It's that kind of thing. Then they revert to like a shell, and then they just kind of get battered a little bit. Rantman is just for views, ignore him. Listen, man, I find him entertaining. I also find some of his takes quite hilarious. Hilarious in the sense of he's just screaming at the camera, right? Like he doesn't. You notice he never says anything tactically. Like even me, I'm not the most tactical announced person, but even I'll say things tactically. Every now and then. Like he says nothing tactically. He just yells, which if you're in for the entertainment, he's worth his money in entertainment, I would say. That being said, I wouldn't exactly go to him for football opinions. I'd go to him to have a laugh because he's quite entertaining. But yeah, man, I mean, like, his whole trust the process. He's like, what the fuck off with your process. And I was like, I was like, started laughing because I can imagine that he is less he's like a more angry version of what a Chelsea fan really feels. Like if I went to another Chelsea fan, right, like just after the game, and go, dude, relax, okay, Potter's there, trust the process. He'd be like, go fuck yourself, dude. What process? There is no process. We keep losing every week, and I'd be like, you know what? You're not wrong, dude. You are losing every week or drawing every week. You're not actually winning any games. So, and when he goes, yeah, fuck the process, sack him now. I was like, oh, I can imagine a lot of Chelsea fans feel that way. That's the truth, though. Maybe they won't say it the way he says it, but they'll be like, he's got to go, man. He's really got to go. You know what I mean? So I look at it that way. I look at him like at a much angrier version of what people really feel. You know what I mean? That's the best way to explain it, I suppose. Trashing in home is shameful. Klopp and players got confident by beating Newcastle Everton. They're lucky Chouameni, Rodrigo, Alba before G wasn't there, or it would have been more goals. Yeah, fair enough. Offside for RB Leipzig. Angry Rantman thinks Southampton's not even a club. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, LHM. When he goes, what is this team? What is that team? I'm like, what do you mean, what is this team? Like, don't be that, don't like disrespect someone else for putting on a better performance because they're dead last. Dude. They still have to play the game and win the game to win the game. Like, Southampton's not even a club, dead last, dead last. I was like, okay, see, now this, no, this is a cop out. Instead of targeting the players and the coach or whoever you want to target, the rightful people, you're bringing down the performance of another club who could have said, we are dead last, okay, we are dead last, we could have lost 3-0. They went, no, we are going to fight because we don't want to go down to the championship, we want to stay and fight, and that's what they're doing. So instead of commending them on their performance, you go, oh, this is not even a club. It's dead last. It's absolutely shit. I'm like, dude, if he's so shit, they wouldn't have beaten you. Like, don't like take it out on the club that wins. You always congratulate someone if they have done enough to win. Especially if they play better than your team. You don't have to bring their team down as well because you're frustrated with your own. It doesn't work that way. Realistically speaking. Nathan, you know what our problems are? Problems are scared to shoot. Our fullbacks aren't even overlapping. It's one of the problems. I just want to ask Angry Randman, where were you when we trashed Milan 2 times in a row? He was probably doing a Telugu review film video, dude. Because if he has nothing to scream about, he doesn't really make a video, does he? Yeah, it's always he has to be angry. Like even when he doesn't like scream in happiness, he screams angrily. I was like, yeah, okay, dude, you're getting little too into your YouTube moniker. It's a character, dude. You don't walk around having that same energy to people, do you? But you get in their face and you start yelling at them. You're going to get humbled really quick, dude, if that's how you behave, like in reality. So you are playing a character, which is great, but like be even-handed, na? Like when you all win, also, and when he wins, it's like he's yelling at the camera for even succeeding. I was like, okay, dude, it's a bit too gimmicky, man. It's like a pro wrestling gimmick. Like, listen, dude, if people are entertained by it, God bless them, yeah. It's not really my thing. But if people are entertained with it, why not, man? YouTube is for everybody. If you like it, then good for you. Seeing Chelsea, I feel Bowley has dumped players on Potter and Potter doesn't know what to do them, I agree. Maybe he is in fact a Brighton level manager. Guess what, AVS? Brighton are 5th in the league. Brighton is technically better than Chelsea this season, like as a whole. So even if you go, he's a Brighton level manager, what does that mean this season? Because that Brighton team, that Brighton team might actually end up. Someone threw trash on Mahrez. Not really cool, but whatever. Um, like what does that mean? Like they're 5th place. If Spurs does a Spursy this week, they come. See, first of all, oh, header straight to Blaswich. He's so lucky. Like Fulham and Brighton are right next to each other because of that win. If Brighton won that match, Brighton would have been even closer to 4th place because Newcastle fumbled the ball this week. So if you really look at it, Brighton's actually better than Chelsea anyway. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, technically. I'll tell you what I think is from managing Lalana, McAllister, Trossard to Enzo coaches, Modric feeling I don't think he's capable of that. That's fair enough, dude. That's fair enough. I mean, listen, Modric was coached by some Shakhtar coach. Okay, so let's not be that disrespectful. Okay, Enzo, Enzo Fernandez again, Benfica. I don't know what level coaching was there. Kovacic, I understand. Felix, I get it. Simeone and obviously Kovacic through a lot of great managers. But some of these players haven't won shit, Derain. Pardon my French. Like some of these players haven't won anything. And for them to like throw fits, if they are throwing fits, for them to throw tantrums, if they are throwing tantrums, they have not won anything. They've not won anything to deserve such behavior, dude. That's the thing. That line was best. These guys think they will change the game as a sub, but in reality, those guys can't change their phone ball. But yeah, that was quite hilarious. I have to admit. That's my point. Now he isn't a Chelsea fan. That's it. Ignore him. He's a Chelsea fan. He's just a very odd one. I think I know it, and I deserve it. Deserve it. Good one. Nathan, but Brighton have everything settled now. Here we don't even have a medical team. Reece James, Fofana, Kante, all have done their rehab in Dubai. Is that true? In Dubai? Well, maybe it's good in Dubai, dude. I don't know. Couple of seasons ago, even we had the same issue, dude, where our medical team was absolutely crap. Everyone was just getting injured like 2, 3 seasons ago. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know how settled Brighton have it though, Dirain, because if I can remember it, they lost quite a bunch of players, you know, in one season. They lost like Bissouma, Cucurella, Byrne. They lost a bunch of players, man. You know. Then they lost their manager as well. So I suppose they are more settled than Chelsea. I would grant that. I would say they are more settled than Chelsea. But then again, like with the quality of players, you gotta let me put it okay, let me put it this way. Okay, this is a better way of putting it. Okay. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was our manager, we went on over a year undefeated at home. Some of those teams were good, some of those teams were absolutely crap, and some of those teams would give any team a tough day in the league. Now, a lot of people don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was very good coach. I don't want to argue with it anymore. I'm over it. I really am over it. But what I will say is, whether he was a good coach or not, he had the quality of players to actually get out of trouble. Now, my issue, Darren, with Chelsea, okay, with Chelsea, is, and I think this is a fair one. My issue with Chelsea is if you have good enough quality players, you should definitely be getting some wins based on that merit alone. That's it. Like, you can blame Potter, fair enough. Eventually you're going to have to blame the coach as well. But it's like even the games where your quality of players, when you look at the lineup sheets and you go, yeah, Chelsea's got this, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like for example, a Southampton who's dead last and who's already lost two coaches, right? Two coaches within 6 months of being there. I don't count the month obviously of the World Cup because no one was doing anything back then. You have the quality to beat teams and you still don't. So I also have to hold the players responsible for that because at the end of the day, they are the professionals on the pitch, right? You can do whatever you want, you can train them as much as you want, but at the end of the day, they revert to a lot of their instincts as a player, right? Because it's all in real time, it's all happening really, really quickly. But if Solskjaer can not train them but get something out of them, then whether Potter is good or not, the player should be able to get something out of it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm not really defending Potter, not really defending anybody. I'm just telling you, if you think about it that way, the Chelsea team, I think we can all agree the Chelsea team itself should be getting more wins. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying they should win 3-0, 4-0, dismantle teams, but they should definitely have more wins based on their quality. I think we can all agree on that, because they're just against a lot of teams will have just better quality players in each position. So that is my issue with Chelsea. It's like when I hear people want to sack Potter, I'm like, but is there any guarantee these players are going to be up for it with the next coach? Because once you get rid of Potter, right? Fine, awesome. You get rid of Potter, but when when the next coach comes and they do similar things, then do you feel bad you sacked Potter? Because a lot of people go, no, so Potter had to go. Yeah, but you sacked him with the promise of getting better. So if you don't actually get better, then would you blame the players? Would you blame the owner for like just crazily investing into the team instead of like picking certain places to invest? Like, eventually the blame's going to have to go through the whole club, because if Potter gets sacked tomorrow and the results are the same, then you could even argue Potter wasn't the problem. Because I mean, Potter's gone, then who are you going to blame? The players. Okay, the players are new, then who are you going to blame? Eventually it'll go back to Todd Bowley only, the blame, even though he spent all the money. So I get why Chelsea fans don't want Potter. I understand, but at the same time, is it completely Potter's fault? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's completely Potter's fault, to be honest. It could be, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I could blame them completely. Come on, Benfica coach better than Chelsea. One I don't even know. He said Scaloni is better than Potter. हालचाल हेलो लकी गुड इवनिंग मैं अभी पढ़ रहा था पर ज्योमेट्री नहीं algebra and geometry. God, that's been a long time, dude. Chelsea, my team. Yeah. Yes, we don't have a medical team. Todd Bowley sacked everyone. We sacked our marketing team. We sacked our directors, canteen staff, everything. Yet to find. Yeah, they didn't. But who does that, right? Who does that? He's mad, dude. Like, why is there no? Why didn't he get someone to help run the club? Like, who sacks the marketing team, dude? Like, how is that relative or pertinent to your on the pitch activities? It's canteen staff. Like I don't know what is this thing, dude. Did he think they were rats? Did he think like people are going to like snitch on him or something? Like, who sacks their canteen staff, dude? So weird. Everything in Brighton is settled. Okay, I like Ole. I love Ole, dude. Ole is, you are my souls, yeah, my only souls, yeah. Yep, of course. I love him, but people are very mixed about him, especially as a manager. Now listen, I agree with you, but Badishil has been perfect. Yes, Badishil has been perfect. Felix, our best attacker in the last 2 years. Also agree. Enzo won more man of the matches than George. Enzo's been here 1 month. Noni giving all his best. I agree. Yeah, is all. Rest I agree. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Nathan, when Potter got Chelsea in UCL next round, Barca got relegated to UEL. Randman said it's Potter ball time, not a time for stupid players. Xavi ball time. Indirectly said Barca's not a. Yeah, I mean, listen, dude. I, I'd like to think LHM that a lot of it is for entertainment. Now, I have to be very honest with some of the things he says, which is actually insulting and not banter. I have to say this. If he truly believes some of the words he says, then he's a very interesting kind of football fan. I like to think he's just being entertaining. Could be right, could be wrong. I don't know. I normally take it as just entertaining. I don't go, he has a point. I just go, wow, this man is really angry and he's willing to say whatever he wants to feel better. Just which is fine. I'm sure a lot of fans, because they don't have a YouTube channel, you'll never know. But I'm sure a lot of fans are like that. So the only difference is his is documented, I would say. That's it. Question is, are players afraid of Potter? Probably not. Man, that guy needs to have a shave, man. Like he's looking like he's aging. He's looked like he's aged in the last 8 months, which makes me actually feel really bad for him. I know no one will care about that, but it just makes you understand like what pressure he's on under the circumstances. You know. Because in some articles it came, a Chelsea player said to Potter, "Why are you shouting at me? What have you achieved anyway? That's why I want to coach is ready." Yeah, but you know what, dude? Ronaldo could have said the same thing to Eric Ten Hag, but Eric Ten Hag wouldn't give a shit. You know, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying he did say it, obviously. I'm just saying he could have said the same thing. He's like, "I've won everything, dude. You just won an Eredivisie title." It's how you act, dude. Sometimes players get way out of line, dude, because of the power they have. And you know what's the sad part, Dhiren? The power is what we give them. We give them that power because initially these people can't say shit. Like when you're a young academy player, no one cares what you have to say. No one cares what you have to say. But as they get the fan base, as they get the clicks, you know the tabloids, the interviews, you become a persona separate from the club, an identity separate from the club, and then it can go crazy, man. I believe there was a locker room instability for Mourinho, right, in a second stint. A lot of people said players down tools. Listen, man, it's not my thing to say, but I believe it because we have seen many clubs do that. So I believe that's what they said about that during Mourinho's second stint, players down tools. But you know you gotta he's your coach, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Like, a lot of that Chelsea team hasn't won shit either, dude. Like, in comparison, you know you, it's difficult to explain, man. People are how they are. Todd Bowley wanted everyone out because he thought they worked for Owen. Yeah, that's so stupid though, Darren, isn't it? He's a proper Yankee, isn't he? He'll self-destruct himself to get what he wants. Like, who like the canteen staff, dude? Like, what? Like, also, can I say something? You get rid of all these people before finding a replacement? I thought these Yankees were good at business, dude. Doesn't it seems like terrible business moves. Like, terrible business moves where you don't get the switch before you sack everyone. And canteen staff definitely affects the players, dude, because the players gotta eat. They eat their meals there when they train. Listen, Cole, Riyad Mahrez, Riyad Mahrez with a goal. Confusion in RB Leipzig's defense, and Riyad Mahrez has scored a goal. Very good shot. Blaswich didn't even move, really. Be very honest. We see that again. So Grealish feeds it in. Gundogan lets it go. It looks like Gundogan let it go through. Let's see that again. Okay. Terrible pass by Schlegel. Jack Grealish passes it through. Little flick through, and a little nutmeg. Oh, actually, you know what? It was just a nutmeg. It was just a nutmeg of Guardiola. Great shielding by Gundogan. Feeds it through Mahrez, who continues his run, and it just goes to the left of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper couldn't even move. So 1-0 Riyad Mahrez. No, don't need to check about. There is definitely no offside on that one. City have already cracked Leipzig. That took longer than I think a lot of us thought. To be fair, but let's see. But ETH has that dog personality. Potter doesn't. Only works for mid-table teams. You get what I'm saying? If that player would have said to Jose or Conte, you would have had. You know what would have happened? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I agree. I mean, Jose did do it in our club, but I guess the mentality was better in our club because when he was doing it to Luke Shaw was still playing. Yes, he isn't playing like he used to play now, but he still took it in his stride. It wasn't the best atmosphere for Luke Shaw and like maybe Martial, but they still played, dude. Like, these people, they just down tools, and it's if they're really downing tools to this extent for Potter, it's I would be very worried as a Chelsea fan because if they're going to do this every time it gets tough, as a Chelsea fan, I'd be like, so what? This is the mentality now, you guys. You lose a couple of games, y'all aren't up for it. All the new signings are up for it for some reason. Like, the only player I think that is up for it from the old squad is Thiago Silva. And you know why Thiago Silva is up for it? Because he's a proper G, dude. He's a proper old school footballer. He gets paid to play. He doesn't get paid to Instagram. doesn't get paid to YouTube. He doesn't get paid for bloody fashion. He gets paid to play. And that's the one thing I'm going to forever miss once this last generation of players go. Everything's a YouTube, everything's a pro direct soccer, everything's these constant distractions that make you an entity outside of a football team. And then people get very big headed, and people don't understand that once you're not a footballer, no one's going to give a shit, especially if you try to become an online personality. People are going to lose respect for you as a player eventually because you're going to give more emphasis to that instead of being a football player, which is what got you to the table in the first place. Header. Oh, cross goal header. I thought that went in. Everyone didn't even move. Rodri with a header. It went right across the goal and nobody moved. Dangerous. Dangerous. Okay, so LHM saying Nathan is humor is good, but disrespecting other teams. So exactly, that's what I said, dude. When he said, "What is Southampton? Is that ever a club? Dead last?" I was like, "Yeah, dude. I mean, like, okay, they're not playing well, but clearly they're playing better than you because they beat you. So don't disrespect them, because they showed up to play the game, dude. You know, everyone's out here trying to survive in football, dude. No one wants to go down to the championship. So that was a little shitty, but whatever, man. That's his thing, dude. It's not my thing. I don't care for that kind of behavior. Listen, if a team is crap, I'll say a team is crap. I'm not gonna make it sound like that team didn't deserve to win it. I can blame my team that should have beaten them, but I can't blame them and degrade them for their performance. That's just how I would do things. Maybe people would agree, people wouldn't, but that's what I would do. Banter is done until the match and after the match, and you need to be respectful of the team. I agree. Even if you want to banter for a day, right? Like a lot of people do reviews and stuff. Yeah, okay, fine. But after that, you gotta move on, man. There's so many games in the season, dude. You can't just hold on to this win. What are you gonna do with this win? Nothing. What do you think of the Kardashian and Jenner sisters? They're not my type. Well, some of them are, but most of them aren't, quite honestly. Also, I don't like the fact that they are quite. I wouldn't able to live that life, LJ. Let's just put it that way. Like constantly with a camera in your face, like it doesn't appeal to me personally. I'm sure it's great for pay and all, but for me, it's not. It's not my thing. Can't blame now. You know how Roman is anyway. I agree with that replacement part. Yeah, I mean it's weird, man. It's weird. These Yankees are these Yankees are interesting people, dude. They're known for their good business, but I don't know, man. He sacks a bunch of people without getting replacements, so it seems like super stupid move. He's a little too eager to please as Chelsea owner, I would say. Grealish, FPL, pick what say. Derain, if it's not Edison or don't or Haaland, don't. I wouldn't even be able to tell you who to pick because he's the only. These are the only two players I think he's gonna pick no matter what. Blaswich should have done better, man. He should have at least dived. He just got stuck in there. I think he didn't expect the ball to go through to Mahrez, basically. Yeah. He just got stuck there. He didn't even move. Grealish, I think he's pulled up a little. You might not even get Grealish terrain. Looks like he's being subbed out. So I don't think Grealish is going to be the case anyway. I would take. I don't know, man. Who do you take that? Yeah, man. Listen, I would go Edison or Haaland. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't really take any more City players. That too, Haaland also could always get replaced by Alvarez, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I would take Edison, or if you have the cap for it, I would take Edison or Haaland. I love Roman. The highest bidder was Ricketts family, but he sold it to Todd Bowley and company debt free. And when deal was not going through, he said without any hesitation, keep this money, let Chelsea be free. Yeah. Listen, dude, at the end of the day, whatever you think of him as a person, and based on what we have heard, it's probably not good. You can't deny that he loved Chelsea and he loved doing what he did with the club. You can't take that from him because if you take that from him, you are just, Another one of these social justice warriors, who brings it up when it's convenient and forgets it when it's not. So, so I would say yes. I thought he was a tremendous owner, and it seems like Boli is a good owner. But I'll tell you what, man. As someone who's owned by Yanks, I don't feel very confident therein. I have to be very honest, dude. I've had enough of the Americans, dude. For now, I've had enough, dude. Personally, maybe he'll do better than ours did. So good luck with that. I mean, in a way, he's already done better than ours did, But maybe maybe he'll right the wrongs eventually. Like get Chelsea more settled down by the end of the season. So let's see. Even I abuse Southampton. I feel guilty. What to do? You can't do anything, Darren, because you're frustrated. Now the thing is what? See, if you say, let me put it this way, okay? If you say Southampton is shit, sure, I'll tell you Southampton shit, okay? I don't need you to tell. The thing is, when you do a review or a reaction, and you go, what kind of team is Southampton? I can tell you, I can give you a really good example of what kind of team Southampton is, if you don't mind me getting a little off topic here. Southampton is a team that has one of the best youth academies in the country. And yes, this is before City has infused all their money into the youth academy. Okay? One of the best youth academies. Gareth Bale, Theo Walcott, Alan Shearer. These, I don't shouldn't even have to name more, but these are three. Okay? Southampton was a good side for a long time. Now, when I mean good, I don't mean top four, obviously, because everyone knows who the top four is. But they have been a good side, and they've had a bunch of good teams. There was a time where half of the Liverpool squad was Southampton guys. Let's not forget. And people forget because it's convenient. So if you're feeling guilty for abusing Southampton in the game, in the moment, if you abuse that team because they shit, and they are shit because they're dead last, so it's not like you're lying. It's fine. But if you act like they're not a club, that is disrespectful. See, if you say a club is shit, you have actual evidence to back it up. But when you treat a club like it's less than, listen, man, this is the Premier League. Anyone can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. And don't ever fool yourself to think otherwise. Nottingham Forest went 1-1 with City 3 days ago. It's stupid for anyone to think that any team can get saved in this Premier League. It is not La Liga. With respect to La Liga, they have played beautiful football, but a lot of their teams are not good as compared to the top tier of their league. This is not Serie A. This is sure as hell not the French league or the German league. When we say anyone can beat anyone in this league, anyone can beat anyone in this league. It's not some silly catchphrase people do to try and promote Premier League. I really genuinely believe anyone can beat anybody. So that's disrespectful. If you think they're shit based on lot of evidence to prove it, yes. But they beat you, so you have to take it on the chin afterwards. You have to sit down, you have to think about it and go, you know what, my team was not good enough. That's it. If anything, you got to go, my team is shit. Like Southampton, it was here for the taking, dead last, two managers down, still we couldn't get a win. That's how I would be. I'd be like, what the hell is this? We lost to bloody Southampton. I wouldn't go like Southampton's not even a club. They're going to go to the championship. Dude, you don't know they're going to go to the championship. Don't be an asshole, dude. Like, you don't need to be an asshole to be frustrated. You can be frustrated about the real points of frustration instead of like bringing in the other points of the other factors. Kendall and Kylie, don't like them, neither do I. They're little too much for me. Isn't the Ricketts family known for promoting? Oh, good lord, are they? Well, then good for Abramovich for telling them to take a walk, dude. you know, some sense. That was a smart move from Roman indeed. Yeah. I don't think I don't think Roman. Yeah, I suppose Roman did care. But I can't say he didn't care about it. He probably did. Yeah. Nathan knew everything was fine until that lady gave speech against Roman to that UK Prime Minister Boris. That's why this is what happens when you want to intertwine politics with everything. Everyone loves being political until it really affects you. It really affects you. Then everyone suddenly doesn't want to be political anymore. Yes, I agree. Plus, Torboli said I would take care of your baby. That would let Roman agree. Yeah, fair enough, man. Maneva Jet. What is this? If you're a passionate fan, you'll either banter or be fresh. But if you're a fanatic, you will be toxic. Be a fan. Listen, man. There's nothing wrong with being a fanatic, dude. Like, see, I've said this so many times. No, I feel like I should put it. I feel like I should put it on my YouTube banner. Sports is how you want. Everyone should able to absorb sports the way they want to. The problem is if you don't like the way people absorb sports, you just don't have to talk to them, dude. That's it. You just don't have to talk to them. You don't have to give them time of day. You don't have to read their tweets. You don't have to see what they're saying on Instagram. Just avoid them. That's it. And create a community where you enjoy talking about whatever sport it is around you. That's what I'm trying to do. Listen, man, I don't mind getting bantered. I can. My first live stream was the 4-0 loss to Brentford. You don't see me hiding, dude. I came a couple of days later and I did another live stream. So that's the thing. It's like that I expect the banter, dude. I don't expect to be abused for it. There's a difference. Goal line clearance by Inter. Okay, thank you. I wonder why he's not sacking Potter. Roman would have kicked him after the dot. Roman would have kicked him out months ago. The thing is, there is some FFP clause, I think, LHM, where they don't have the money to like offload him. I think some FFP thing. I think that's what I've heard. LHM. Don't quote me on it, but I've heard it's something to do with some complicated F. What's it called? FFP thing. I guess they're maxed out with the money. They can't afford to pay out his severance or something. I'm not sure, dude. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's something written on the news, but also I think he is kind of backing Potter, dude. With after all the infusion of money, I think he really wants to back him. So let's see. RHM, I agree, but from Todd Bowley point of view, he's got the entire Brighton network plus sacking all of them. Resell pro is not easy now. That's Todd Bowley. Yeah, exactly. He can't he can't sack another department, dude. Especially the one that's on the pitch. So he can definitely not do that. Roman won't have hired him in the first place. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, he did he did get that. What was that Jewish gentleman's name who won the Champions League with you? I forgot his name, man. He was such an unassuming fellow, Evan. It's gonna kill me now. Oh boy, what's his name? What's his name? Avram Grant. Avram Grant. Yeah. So, I don't know how popular Avram Grant was before the success at Chelsea, but I mean, he has hired a couple of offbeat people here and there. Andre Villas-Boas, not saying they're the best managers in the world, but they're not. I mean, they were all right. Uh, De Zerbi would manage Chelsea better than Potter. Well, it's tough to say that, LHM, because again, it's like, what have you won? A Ukrainian title. See, that's the thing. Now, the problem is when you go there and people look at you and go, I have accomplished more than you as a player. What are you going to get me to do? That's the problem, LHM. That's the problem right now. For some reason, they don't respect Potter's abilities. But the sad part is they're not playing Potter style football to figure it out for themselves. That, okay, we have played your way, it's not working out, we don't respect you. They're just not playing that way. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if Deserby would have done better. It's an interesting thing to say, but can't really say for sure, dude. They can down tools on anybody. Why wouldn't they not down tools on Deserby? Let's be honest. What the hell is Leipzig doing, man? Do they want to get sent off? Andre Silva's gonna get a yellow card now for a foul. Dude, they're only 1-0 down. What is Leipzig doing? They're just kind of trying to foul Man City, which is, I don't know if this is some kind of interesting tactic they are applying here, but they're just doing a lot of fouling of Man City at the moment. Werner with a terrible pass. Does Connor have the best left hand in the UFC? Who's got the best right hand according to you? Ooh, something to think about today. Who has the best right hand according to me? Uh, best right hand. Probably Ngannou. It's the most powerful right hand for sure. Adrian Yanez has a good boxing, good right hand. I believe he's a bantamweight. Adrian Yanez fights out of Houston, Texas, I believe. He's good with right hands, crisp right hands. Um, trying to go by division to think about this. Flyweight, no one has a crisp hand like that. Bantamweight, O'Malley is more of a mixed striking ability. You know what? Peter Yan might have a good left hand actually. A right hand. Peter Yan, very good boxing. He has a masters of boxing in Russia. Peter Yan, let's see. Say Ngannou. Probably Adrian Yanez. Yanez has a good right hand. But I love De Zerbi, but I'm not trusting anyone who's not managed a big club. But that's what, now then you can argue that Shakhtar Donetsk is a big club because they always are in the UCL. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is a big club, dude? There are only so. Hold on, Leipzig might have a chance here. Timo Werner. Oh no, he fluffed it. Ooh, he did not actually. He went for a shot, but it went at a less than ideal pace. And we have first half over. Only 1 minute extra time, guys. Man City up 1-0. Not the drubbing we thought it might be. We shall reset the clock for this and we can get back to answering your question. Yeah, man, listen, this Shakhtar Donetsk, always Ukrainian champions, always in the Champions League. Like, what is a big club? What is that? What is that? What are we determining is a big club now? Because there's only few managers that have done such a thing. And some of those managers, with respect to, I won't take any names, but with respect to some of these managers, they're just out of their depth now. You know, they are kind of getting away from the times of current times of football. You know, remember Di Matteo? Yes, Roberto Di Matteo also played for Chelsea as well. Much, much before that. Winning coach, he didn't manage any big club before Chelsea. Yes, but he was a Chelsea legend, and get that motivation, dude, when you play for your team. A lot of people have that. Yes, but Di Matteo, Avram Grant, Ferran Torres has said in an interview that he's back and he will be the new. Why do people say anything, man? Just play football and go home. Yeah. How stupid is this? Also said Barca will thrash United at OT. Good for him. Opinions are like assholes. AVS. Everyone has one. Good for him. LHM, the team had mentality monsters. If you had followed Chelsea, that team would have died for. Yeah, absolutely. And with Di Matteo at the head as someone who's actually worn the shirt, you know. Even though Di Matteo might have not won all everything there is to win under the Chelsea banner, he was very well respected as a Chelsea player. So you have to take that into consideration. Undisputed Boxing is not realizing current gen and next gen by 20. It's just annoying, isn't it? Junior Dos Santos had a good right hand, dude, but what happened is, so when you say the best right hand, you mean like the most power generated from it? Because it has to be Ngannou. If you're talking about technique, like sharp technique, I would say Peter Yan because I think Peter Yan's boxing is extremely crisp. I would say Adrian Yanez because his hands are fast. Do check out the next Adrian Yanez fight, Lavanya. You're going to love Adrian Yanez. Or go watch highlights too. His hands are fast. Fast hands. Why British media is so furious on Real Madrid? Because they have. What else are they going to talk about, LHM? What else are they going to talk about? All three Champions League teams are trailing, except Man City. In after the first leg, Man City is probably going to win this one. So the 3 out of 4 are trailing. What are they going to say? They're hardly going to talk about the English teams, are they? What else are they going to say? I bet you if we beat Barca tomorrow, they're gonna give us the hype you'll never see before. But before the first game, Barca best defense in Europe, this, that, and the other. Can United go through so many injuries? And as soon as we win, you just watch how they shower us with love, dude. Shower it. It's the same, dude. It's the media. Nothing really changes. Yeah. Your reaction to Drogba goal is Bayern UCL final. Shock. Shock. Always shock, dude. Ferran has an optimated opinion. In my opinion, to be honest, the worst thing you can do is have a big mob before game like tomorrow. Like that AVS, you'll get the joke. Like how we had to. Sorry, Lavanya. Lavanya is not going to like this one, but like how, someone said to book tickets and all that. It's like, don't say anything, man. Do it. Because the moment you say something you can't back up, you have the whole season to hear about it. Just go ahead and do your job. Just go ahead and do your job every game. And then the results will speak for itself. Since you were talking about Ferran Torres, I'm going to tell you what Ten Hag said in his press conference ahead of this game. He basically said, are you happy? Oh no, someone asked him, are you happy with the form of the team? Right? Are you happy with the form of the team? And he said, form doesn't matter. Trophies matter. He didn't say which trophies. He didn't say he's going there, we're going to slap up Newcastle. He didn't say none of this. He said, form doesn't matter. Trophies matter. What does that mean though? Just understand what that means, okay? Don't take this into think of this as a cocky thing. Think of this as he's trying to say, I will do my talking at the end of the season. I don't want to say things that won't happen. To me, that's brilliant. Some people will go, man, this guy's not giving us anything. We want sound bites, dude. We want him to say we're gonna go there, we're gonna dog Eddie Howe around, and we're gonna win 4-0. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. We could win every cup available this season. He's still not gonna do that. Because what are we gonna do with words, dude? I was saying that in the preview AVS. I don't know if you saw the whole thing. Like, everyone is so concerned about just winning one match. The actual people, like, for example, when Liverpool, Arsenal, and or Arsenal and Man United was struggling, and Spurs, we all laugh at each other for losing, but Man City is just winning everything. They're not even paying attention to us. You know what I mean? They're just winning. They don't really care who's behind them. They only care what's in front of them, which were the trophies. And everyone's like, ha, we beat you. Ha, we finished in the Champions League and you didn't. I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what kind of celebrations are these? Like, this is not professional footballer mentality. This is like, oh, we're getting paid to just run around mentality. So that's what I would say about that, man. You know, it's easy to talk shit, dude, but like when you have nothing to show for it, then you look like an absolute donkey. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can say anything. Today I can say I'm gonna marry the hottest woman in this state, dude. Doesn't mean anything, dude. Doesn't mean anything. I have to find a girl to. I have to find that girl first. First of all, I don't know who's the hottest girl. I have to find her first. Ask her out first. Maybe she might consider even dating me. Maybe she might consider more. I can't just say this shit. It's not gonna just show up if I say things. That's what I'm trying to say, dude. Anyone can say anything. My grandfather left boxing ever since Mike Tyson left. Huge Ali fan though. So when was Mike Tyson's last fight? 2008, 2006, something like that. What was the schedule before the internet? Before the dude, when there was no internet, I used to just chill with my friends. Dude. I don't know if you're asking me. Do you mean like before I live stream? Before I live stream, I used to do one Premier League predictions video, and then 2 days later, I would do a UFC event predictions video, and I would just watch the games because I didn't have a PC to watch along with. And for the most part, my sleep schedule was not as bad as it is now. But because I had the option of just watching it on replay before, so could skip games. Now, obviously, I can't skip games. So my sleep schedule was a lot better simply because I could just not watch the game, and like how I'm doing now, I could just watch the highlights. I'll give you an example. Now I just saw. Sorry if I'm rambling on, guys, but since that is halftime, I'll give you a really good example. I just saw two stats from this game. One stat was both have no, both have one. Yeah, both have one shot on target, and shots attempted is 7 for City and 2 for Leipzig. Sorry, 1 for Leipzig. Now, this is going to maybe not sound great, but for the first 45 minutes, there were a total of 8 shots, 1 goal. Okay, on target. I'm talking about total shots. Okay, 1 goal. It's currently 2:25 in the morning. If this game somehow ends up 1-0, which it's very possible, I would have spent at least 2 hours being awake watching this game when I would have spent 4 minutes to watch the only goal come in on YouTube under the official Champions League channel, I guess. Uh, I would have spent 3 hours almost for a 4-minute video. You see what I'm saying? So, ever since the lives have happened, this has been a problem. Now, I do my best to not watch the late games, but when it comes to Europe, there is no option. Unfortunately, because of the World Cup and cup ties, I've done a lot of 130 watchalongs, and it has affected my viewership, which I don't complain about because I am fine with it. But I end up not getting enough sleep every day, and it can affect your health over time. But because my sleep schedule's never been the greatest, it's all right. But like for someone who goes from doing just 2 videos a week, spending maybe half an hour each editing it, to doing 4 hours, sometimes even 6 hours of watch-alongs per weekend, yeah, not per weekend, sorry, on the weekends per day, 6 to 4. I do about 10 hours of watch-alongs on those 2 days only. Then maybe here and there are more streams to do. Plus, I sometimes do a UFC stream, which I will do not this Sunday, but next Sunday for a big UFC card. We're talking about me doing at least 20 hours of streaming every week. At least 20 hours of streaming every week. So yeah, man. I would say, don't know if this was the question because I haven't read any more of the chats yet. I would say there's a great difference in what I used to do and what I currently do now. Yeah, it has affected my sleep for sure. Not as bad, but yes, for sure. Like your favorite time pass. My favorite time pass is to watch sports. Honestly, no, before. Oh, okay, hold on. Where is this? Everything's gone up. My favorite time pass is to watch sports, dude, and I like to go to restaurants and eat food. That's my favorite thing. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't do reels and sports and all that. I just put a lot of food pictures on. Not a lot, but that's what I like doing. If your reaction to checks 3 penalty saves, listen, dude. Anytime someone saves a penalty, I'm shocked. Yeah, because the odds are not in their favor. Let's just put it that way. That's what made the World Cup final really crazy. That's why I want Barca to take the match till penalty shootout so they don't receive trolls from the media. My favorite before internet was playing basketball in Cuff Parade. Yep. You dog, I see something. I'll send you about Lukaku. You laugh. Oh God, not Lukaku, please. Agree with ETH. We won at the best forms last year and went on to build the UCL. Yes, form doesn't matter. Trophies do bloody matter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like that. And he doesn't go, oh, I'm going to thrash everyone. He's like, I want to see, I will give you an assessment of my season at the end of the season. I don't want to talk about every bloody game like I'm winning the World Cup, which I think is a smart idea, in as well as the right approach to how you should do these things. I respect Tuchel winning trophies with bankruptcy and delivered a masterpiece. Excuse me. Delivered a masterpiece against Real Madrid away 3-1 down and played outstanding against Liverpool. We lost, although certain fan bases hated him. Funny, this season City is different when it comes to the Champions League. I don't know what's happening, dude. It feels like it feels like, it may sound weird, football crease, but it seems like they're tired, dude. Are they getting tired? Might be getting tired. I don't know. Thomas Tuchel, man, what a manager. You should have come yesterday, hammering of Liverpool. I was on the stream of TCSP, dude. I was thinking of joining them, but then like it just didn't happen really. So I was just watching the game, chilling out. I went and said hello to Ankit even for a little bit. Yeah, he was watching the game. I was out also. There was carnival yesterday, so I kind of missed it. I thought I'd come back and like join a stream, but then what happened was, it got too late and yeah, things happened. But I had fun yesterday, so I'm not going to complain. Life was much better when I used to play at Marine Drive Cafeteria with my best friends ever. 5v5. Redden Karma by you are still UCL 2021. Content corner. Yeah, Masi is here. Good evening, Masi. Hi, brother. Hoping of dopamine insanity celebrated us tomorrow. Visca Barca. Let's see what happens, dude. ABS by वो रोज यहाँ आपको संभाल था और वो the same team was so much fun. Campaign already begun after Potter round. You chose the wrong game. Anupam, I'll be honest. The reason I chose this game was I was hoping Leipzig put a shock so that way we could banter City. But that being said, oh my god, did you see what that guy was doing there? Oh no, right next to the girl's face, 7. Anyway, let's see now. Please see your Instagram. You laugh at that fool. I already laugh at him, dude. I call him trampoline toes. Ashish Raja, I'm not the one who gives response spontaneously. If someone speaks against Barca, but I learned from Manchester United fans that don't give response to anyone, just enjoy it. Like Ashish, you'll notice I just enjoy it now. Like even when I come on the Real Madrid teams and people make jokes, I'm like, I just laugh, dude, because it's like, just wait till the season's over, man. Then make all the jokes you want. Like you don't know where anyone's going to end up. Like I sat there, Ashish, right? I sat there, okay? I sat for a lot of the starting La Liga games with Giant, like Chelsea, and I was like, with Real Madrid. What am I saying? With Real Madrid, and I was just, everyone was high, everyone was enjoying it. This team's undefeated and all that. I was like, all right, dude, but like, eventually something's gonna happen, and then it did, dude. And now like you're like 8 points behind Barcelona. Like you can't spend every week bantering someone, dude. It's not viable, dude. Eventually you're going to look like a fool. So it's like I just enjoy it. That's the best way to put it, Ashish. Just enjoy it. Do check Instagram. You can one of us can join you. Most of us are always online. Shishba, you shouldn't as well speak when needed though. Fair enough. There's a famous man you fan in Twitter name United. Yeah, man, I've read what he says. He's interesting also. Guy was trolling Real Madrid after conceding two after they scored 5 goals. He's saying we love Real Madrid and supporting. I know Real Madrid will support us. Yeah, he's an interesting fellow, dude. A lot of people inform me about him. As you can imagine, I don't really fall for the silliness, but yes, I have been told of him. I have seen some of his tweets. Not yesterday's one, but yes, I have seen some of his tweets. Very interesting fellow. Very interesting fellow. Look at that Costa save. Ooh, okay. Said he represent every United fan's emotion. Is it true? No, he does not. He most certainly does not. He's another one of those over the top gentlemen. I appreciate the passion, but he does most certainly does not represent everyone's emotions. I appreciate someone being passionate, but he does not. Live. Okay, got it. I understood what you said for Greece. I got it. Yep, I'm a Real Madrid fan. Yes, he is. Oh, Ashish is asking. Yes, he is. Inter CEO Marotta. Why Lukaku on the bench? Robert saw the number one and he wanted to laugh. Romelu has 103 kgs to carry on his shoulders. He must be physically fit. If not yet 100% fit, he's getting back to the best form. Don't really know what to say to that. Why should I not speak up, Brosi? That's what I'm speaking. No. He means you should speak at the right time. He's agreeing with what you said, Ashish. Which is also I'm agreeing with it. You should just enjoy it, and when it happens, say something. If you feel useless, remember Trey United. Oh, thanks. I'll just watch something else. Just like Liverpool, Leipzig also posted a ban a trip to. Oh God, did they? I didn't see that. Did they say that? God, why is everyone doing that? Like, why? Why is everyone doing that? I love how United fans support Real Madrid as a bandwagon. LHM, I'll tell you. I'll happily tell you why. I don't know if I support them, but if I wasn't a United fan, I'd be a Real Madrid fan, and I'll explain why. Uh, so I'll give you the. A lot of people think it's bandwagon, but I think it's because of the links we have with each other. I can't speak for everyone, LHM. I'll speak for myself. I will never wear another. If you notice, LHM, I wear my football hoodie. I don't even have a jersey because I'm Glazers out. Hopefully, I can buy my jersey next season. I'm so excited about that, by the way. Um, I have like a bunch of jerseys, but I can't wear another football jersey. I'll wear the England shirt if I ever buy one, but I don't like Southgate, and I'll only buy Real Madrid outside of United. And the reason I'll buy Real Madrid is Real Madrid I have a soft corner for. And it's not because you'll won all these Champions Leagues, dude, because I've been watching football from way before that. It's because when I used to be what people call player FC, my favorite player was David Beckham. And when David Beckham left United, I felt very low, very low. And I remember as a kid, um, watching Champions League nights, and I used to force my dad to stay away for the Real Madrid games so I could see David Beckham play. And yeah, that's why I would, if I were to support someone else, it would be that reason. There is no actual other reason. I don't have a good reason for you. It's not because you all won a bunch of Champions League, not for me. It's never been about that. It's about what teams make you feel personally. Um, I was watching football when Real Madrid had a lot less than 14 Champions Leagues, dude. Let me just put it that way, okay? Without trying to sound too arrogant. Let's just put it that way. And yeah, that's why I would support Real Madrid. Like I always like even in the last stream, I like wished all the Real Madrid fans like good luck for their game. I didn't watch it or anything, but I just wish them because they come on the stream. So I just it's like support. Like they support me, I support them. That kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I would have a soft spot for them. But apart from that, I don't really have a reason. I really don't. That's it, really. और कॉप निकलेगा तो क्या कौन आएगा आशीष honestly there is no replacement. Quite honestly, I was just telling Derain the same thing. Like Derain told me, Haaland came through, another trampoline toes, lost the ball in his own feet. I was telling Derain the same thing. I don't think there are world class coaches on that level. Where they are not working. You gotta either go the level down. Oh, blocked by Schläger. just in front of the goal too. You gotta go a level down, or you gotta stick with what you've got until someone's open. So either they wait till the end of the season, or I don't know who they're gonna get to. I can't imagine. Agree, just enjoy the game. Sunday you'll banter, one day you'll be bantered. No need to be high on support and passion to your team, but keep a smart view on emotion. That's where many slip. Couldn't have said it any better, dude. You celebrate the win and then you go again, That's it. Everyone like spends way too much time on Twitter, dude. Oh, I'm going to edit this meme so I can like show everyone. Look at my memes. I'm like, bro, come on, man. What are you, 12? Like memes is okay, like for like random things, dude. No, like sports is not something you should meme about because you are going to get memed. Everyone's going to get memed. I would never do any memes on sports. It's very dangerous. Tuchel. Oh, I mean, I suppose you could get Tuchel. Yeah, that's true. I don't know if he'd want to come back to the Premier League just yet, but he could do that. Oh, acha, then my bad. No, no, no. Just miscommunication, Ashish. Did you see the dunk contest highlights? No, I did not, Darren. I did see one dunk though. I forgot which one it was. I do remember seeing one dunk, but I don't remember whose dunk it was. Because I think I saw it on a website, like a like a clip. Ashish bhai. Tuchel would probably join PSG. Oh, that would make me sad. No, the thing what happened with me is last some of the days I got bantered by. Oh yeah, we get bantered badly anyway, Ashish. This is how it is. Real Madrid fans, Chelsea fans, United fans, Barcelona. We'll get bantered badly no matter what, dude. No matter what, it doesn't make any difference. If we could win 5-0 one game, the game we lose 1-0, we'll get bantered. Madrid fans banter me, I can understand, but they should be doing it at certain limits. But English club fans, well, we all have them. Let's just put it that way, dude. Dude, I get bantered all the time by Real Madrid fans. It's like it's just part of the game, dude. You know what, Ashish? If I was you, honestly, I would take it as a compliment. You know why? Because there's only certain kind of clubs, no, where other clubs from other leagues can banter you. Everyone else can't say shit. Let me put it. Let me put it in a. If that was not clear, let me put it in a better way. Cadiz is not going to come and make fun of you, dude. Okay, with respect to Cadiz, Cadiz is not going to come and make fun of you. It's not going to last very long. Get what I'm saying? So you take it as a compliment, dude. That's what I would say. Cross-platform insults, no, you should take as a compliment. Simple as that. Because they wouldn't waste their time with a Southampton, dude. Let's just put it that way. Take it as a compliment. Not sure, but he's always a successful club everywhere. That's a good. No, I didn't look at it that way. That's a good point. I thought like every audience you had feeling for them for having most UCL. Nah, dude. The cups. Listen, dude. My club has won only three, and I'm very happy we have only won three. It's not about having most UCLs, dude. Listen, it's also LHM. You have to also understand it's a timing issue, right? Like lot of our audiences are young, so all they have seen is Real Madrid become the pinnacle of success in Europe. There were times where Real Madrid went 20 years without a European title. They have gone 10 years without a league title. Listen, man, you're either in for it for the long term or you're not. That's how it is. If you're in for it because Real Madrid are winning and you have this winning mentality, this let me without making this sound really negative, this winning mentality is very new. And what do I mean by that? I mean this level of success you'll have had in the last decade is you could make an argument that it's kind of once in a lifetime. You know, you're not going to get this kind of run regularly, you know, with so many moving pieces. Football is a bunch of moving pieces, yeah. That's what it is really. And for the longest time in recent memory, Real Madrid have had the best moving pieces. And I've always said this, you can ask Derain, I've always said this quote even football is cyclical. Everyone has a good momentum, everyone has a bad momentum. Every single year. It doesn't matter who your players are, it doesn't matter, nothing matters. Everyone has a good momentum and bad momentum. Oh, onside Hendricks. Oh, it goes wide. Oh my god, Hendricks. With all the space in the world. He didn't even get it on target. What are you doing, dude? Oh my god, what a lovely pass by, I don't know who that, who was that? Zoboslai. Oh my god, he tried to be too pretty with it, man. Too pretty with it. And did you watch channel videos? Which channel videos? Your channel videos, the sports freak one? Yeah, I did see it, dude. I saw one. You all did a podcast thing, right? I saw that. Yeah. I said sorry for that. Oh, okay. English club fan did banter out of me. Like I was shocked. How can they banter Pass have good history than English clubs? Well, not exactly true, Ashish. Like there are clubs that rival your history in England. I don't know who this fellow was supporting, but there are clubs that rival your history in England. I don't know who which fan this fellow was, but there are clubs like that, man. I mean, come on. Oh, I'm not talking about that. Not talking about you. Don't take it on you. Oh, okay. I see most of the Real Madrid fans are ranting we are 14 when they lose a match. Yeah, well, because see, this is the real problem. Na, it is when they started watching football. That's the thing. Na, that's this now. It's the new mentality. Like I know. Let me put it in better context. Now, why talk about other club? I'll talk about my own club. I know Man United fans now that have not seen us win a league title. Why talk about other people? I'll talk about myself. I have supporters of Manchester United on this channel that have not seen us win a league title. So what will you call them? Glory hunters? Like what would you call them? Nah, that's the thing. It's all about timing, yeah. It's all about timing. At this point of time, a lot of Real Madrid fans have seen unprecedented success with their club. Now the problem with unprecedented success of a club LHM is that it's not sustainable. And the moment it's not sustainable, the fans start getting mad. But in reality, football is cyclical and it's always going to be cyclical. It does not matter. Does not matter. It doesn't matter what the name of your team is. Doesn't matter. It's going to happen to everyone. Still 0-0 the San Siro. Thank God I didn't watch that game. At least we got a goal here. Hendricks came close. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but yeah. Hey Baba, yaar, just take that as a compliment. Taking that, wow, thanks for the attention. That's bantering. That's what I'm saying. Nah, it's like imagine if Cadiz comes and makes a joke at you. You'll be like, bro, what, you're gonna get relegated this season. Like, what is this? What are you going to tell your friends in the Segunda division that you beat Barcelona? Like, okay, good, cool, bro. We won the league. You beat us in one league match. Thank you. Now go back to the Segunda. Enjoy yourself. Hey, this is stupid, dude. Nathan, my grandfather, my friends, all are United fans suffered a lot bantering. You know how Kulaba is. I don't need to explain to you about football. Yeah, but see that you take it on the chin, dude. You have no choice. When you support clubs like this, you have no choice. That's the real truth. LHM, I can tell you that yes, winning 14 UCLs is not a small feat, but every time using it loses something. I also use it when the banter turns into toxicity. You need to be proud of your team always. Of course, dude. Listen, I think what LHM is trying to say is that a lot of fans hop on the Real Madrid bandwagon that support another club, like for example United. They jump on the bandwagon, you know, that way. And for me, I believe I have explained it now. Why I would have supported Real Madrid if I did not love Manchester United. A lot of people envious about the success Real Madrid have had over the last 10 years. For me, it was a little more emotional than that and lot less irrelevant to the trophies won. So some people, like I said, man, people watch sports for different reasons. How you absorb sports is up to you. It's your choice. Some people like tactics, some people like the banter, some people like just like watching the game because sports gives you so much emotions. It's different stuff, man. It's different stuff for different people. It's funny we play better without KDB, dude. I thought y'all played better without Haaland. Maybe you play better without both of them, dude. I don't know what's going on. He's had an absolute stinker since the World Cup ended, hasn't he? Not great. Not great. What a match. Inter was support. How is it? What a match. It's still nil-nil, dude. I don't get it. How is that match better than this match? There's no goals. Oh no. Oh, long ball by Leipzig. Come on, Timo. Come on, Timo. For the love of God, Timo, run past Walker already, yaar. Oh, he has no strength. My problem with them is that they don't accept a defeat after ranting 14 UCL girl. Don't hide that defeat by doing it. You're indirectly disrespecting. Yeah, you are in a group of 14 years old. Change it. That's true. You could just be around a lot of young people, LHM. A lot of people don't know how to argue their way out of a solution. Do they just like saying how many things they won, thinking it for some reason, thinking that actually is an argument. It's very weird. It's like I won the Champions League last year, so this year I'm not supposed to lose a match. Not quite sure how's that. How does that logically make sense? But a lot of people do that. Here comes a fun fact. When I banter my friends and grandpas, they call me oil money supporter. What can I ask in return? Well, you're not an oil money supporter anymore, dude. I don't know what the hell Boli does, but it's not oil, is it? So good for you, dude. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Cross comes in behind Rix. Oh, oh, the ball's still with Leipzig. Another cross comes in. It's going straight to Andre Silva as well. Great clearance by, I think, was that Ruben Dias? Derenita 5-star and do nothing. Yeah, I guess you can't do anything about it. Lukaku playing left wing. Oh, good lord. Wow, they're getting real desperate, aren't they? AVS Derimel Kaka. AVS, I'm watching football since 2010. I had watched my club high and low. I go mad when I see those bandwagon season. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, I get it. Yeah. But there are going to be a lot of that LHM because as football grows, more people start watching football, later. Like now today, if there is a Man City fan, let's be honest, everyone's supporting Man City now because of their success. In 2012, Man City couldn't even fill their own stadium. They have gone from that to having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of fans everywhere. How has that come? It's come through success. Oh, what a chance! Andre Silva. Ooh. Oh my God! Why didn't he bring it in? He split open City's defense, man. Oh no! Oh, was that the chance? Should have cut it back in. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I've been watching United since early 2000s. So, yeah. I too am watching from 2014. That was the hardest Sema win. It was emotional for me. I got instantly connected with Real Madrid. Highs or lows, always a Madrid. I've grown as a Madrid. And some people don't AVS. That's I think the point we're trying to make. Some people just don't. Some people just go, hey, we won the UCL. I'm like, yeah, but you're playing like shit right now. Like, what has this got to do with anything? Like, you can't just go, oh, we won the UCL for every argument. I'm like, okay, dude, like you're still losing games though. You can't just say I won the UCL last year every time. Like, the season's over, new season. But yeah, man, you'll get those. What can you do? No choice. Which Chelsea fan could give that excuse of winning UCL? I mean, I could have done it last year. I don't know if you can do it now. Do you follow Bellator? No, I don't follow Bellator LHM because I have to pay for the channel and I don't really want to pay for the channel because on that channel there's nothing else I watch, unfortunately. But I do follow it. Like I do watch the highlights of everything. I know they have a Dublin card coming up soon, right? Amasov versus what's What's that guy? That's a rematch. Logan Stolly, wrestler. I believe he's a NCAA champion wrestler. Logan Stolly. Uh, believe he fights out of the Black Zillions camp. Not Black Zillions, sorry, it's called something else now. Under Henry Hooft. What's it called? Yeah, I forgot what it's called now. Killcliff. Killcliff MMA. Yeah. So I know that's one of the main matches, right? I keep a tune of like who's fighting who and all. It's just I don't watch it. Yes, that's the problem. Everyone knows what a beautiful discussion every time. At the very least, AVS, it wouldn't involve you just, insulting each other pointlessly. It would actually be jokes instead of like, just insults. Like insults, you're going to take it personally, right? Because you are kind of in a way insulting your club. But the way it could be handled is a lot better. Let me just put it that way. It's not like everyone's going to not get bantered. Everyone's still going to get bantered. It will just be much more controlled environment to have a chat in. That's the best way of putting it. Emil Forsberg out for Christopher Nkunku. Oh boy, let's go. 25 minutes. Leipzig trying to get something out of this game. Didn't you have man beating City in 2021? That too with tactical brilliance. Respect. Also, you beat City, dude. So people are going to like you for that. Don't forget. Who's Bellator? Bellator is a fighting league that is the second best fighting league under UFC. Yeah, I would say it's the number two organization for MMA right now. That's what it is. Yes, exactly. But some people call that a fluke, bro. A fluke. Even let's say it's a fluke, dude. Let's say it's a fluke. Who gives a shit, dude? You got the Champions League. Who cares? Does Man City have a Champions League? No. That's it. Take the fluke, dude. I would take the fluke. I don't care, man. A win's a win, dude. Simple as that. Oh, feeding it in. Oh, almost went to Andre Silva. Open goal. Oh, the ball got caught in between a couple of people's legs. That was going right through Andre Silva, though. Bellator. So here's like a bike name. Yeah, I think it's Latin for warrior. Yeah, Bellator. Yeah, I think it's Latin for warrior, something like that. It's a funny name, but it's a very good organization. There will always be some people. The only thing you can do is back your club in tough times, support them, and enjoy when they celebrate. Listen, dude, I'll be the first person to tell you, AVS. I'm going to be insufferable if Manchester United win the league, but I'm not going to be insufferable for the whole year, dude. Let's Haaland through. Oh, just went wide. Thank God on Haaland's right leg. Doesn't have the best weak foot. Whew. That was a close one. Just when we thought Leipzig is going to get into the game, City could have put that away. Guardiola stays on him though, pushes him off. Good job. City man, haven't seen them like this since a long time. I think they're starting to get tired. AVS. They're not playing as fluid as they used to, man. For sure, I think there are definitely many factors in this. Could be some player unrest. It could be the fact that the team, for some reason, is not working out. Like I'm telling you right now, guys. If Manchester United win the league, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to banter all the teams that I had to listen to for the whole year, especially those fans. Probably do a celebration stream. I'd probably have a drink, just to celebrate. Uh, and that's it, man. Then we move forward, dude. Like how long can I celebrate? Oh, shot, long distance shot, lovely save by Edison. Is that Zoboslai? It's a very interesting haircut. Cross comes in. Andre Silva! Yes! Oh no, wait, who is it? Wait, who's celebrating? Oh, they have done it, boys. They have done it. They have done it. I can't tell who. Was it Guardiola? Oh, who was it, man? Oh, that cross. People thought it was going to go back out. Went into the box. Oh, it went over Edison too, man. Edison is he's too happy to come around and punch the ball every time. Uh, got caught drifting. Clean goal. Josco Guardiol with the header. Oh wow, he goes high too, man. He goes real high. Guardiol with look at that cross from this angle. This is a lovely angle. Oof. Oh, he goes way up. Way up. I could bear anyone apart from United fans. Hey, well, listen, man. If it happens, it happens, dude. You're gonna have to deal with it. The moment United with the Liga Lads Cup, hey, that's up to you, dude. I'm still going to be here celebrating. That's not going to change. Gotta celebrate, dude. I can't tell everyone else to celebrate and then I don't, right? That wouldn't make much sense. Josco Guardiol has had a good job so far, man. Kept Haaland quiet for the most part as well. Has scored his own goal. Sorry, has scored a goal. Why am I saying own goal? Has scored a goal. Here we go. 1-1 to the Etihad. Interesting. Very interesting. What's to come off of this now? 20 minutes left. Can Leipzig get a second one? Can this be the fourth team that is trailing today? Oh my god, can you imagine, guys? This is the fourth team that's trailing today. After one leg of the Champions League, all the teams are trailing. That would not be great. That would not be great, people. Subscribe and then subscribe to me. 3 says though. You got nice watching today? I think it's pretty good, dude. Pretty good. Very average. It's the new average now. I was having a discussion with Jatan about this as well. My initial thoughts about it were accurate about the Feb first thing we discussed. So yeah, it's happening to him as well. So we gotta see what happens, man. We gotta ride this out. You know, YouTube is changes every now and then, so it'll happen in time again, I guess. I say no because I'm from La Liga. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. Okay, just give me a second. Back. Oh, 18 minutes left of this game. My God, the English teams have had no luck, huh? No luck at all. This Champions League. 3 of them trailing, 1 of them drawing at the moment. Shot! Gundogan! Ooh. What a save by Blaswich. Recovery by Haaland. Terrible cross. Because, you know, Haaland doesn't cross. But madness. Madness. Clearance by Timo Werner. Like the stream, guys. Like the stream. It's so hot, dude. Even though it's 1:30 in the night. Sorry. What am I saying? It's 3 o'clock in the night. Nathan Ake. I love how Leipzig's not even changing shape. They're just staying stiff now. It's not happening, guys. You aren't getting this lead. Let's see. Still 0-0 at the San Siro. My God, what kind of game is that, man? How is it still 0-0 there? 56% possession by Inter. 9 shots, but Porto have had more shots on goal and on target. Wow, that's not great. Lukaku comes in for Dzeko at 58 minutes. Ball gets retrieved by Leipzig. Tries to feed Andre Silva in the back post. I stream Donkey out. Who was it? 75 minutes, dude, and they still haven't scored against Porto. Have less shots and less shots on target. Unbelievable. Go. Kyle Walker looking up. Can't go anywhere. Gundogan. Ake. Ball goes out of bounds. Great pressure by Leipzig. Forcing Man City to make mistakes. Goes all the way to the back. Ruben Dias. Edison. Todd Bowley thinks Chelsea don't need a striker if they can solve creativity issue. Lukaku can be very good for the club. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you imagine after talking all that trash? He just gets to walk back into the club. Oh my god. Then if he flunks again, what happens? Dude, at the end of the day, I don't think you'll even get money. I don't think you'll even able to turn a profit from him if he stays any more years in the club. Andre Silva on the ground. I mean, he got hip checked by Walker, but okay. What a cross! What a cross! Lovely movement by Guardiola. Can't claim him now. He won't get more than 50 million. Seriously, I suppose you have to kind of use them, right? Like, who's going to have 50 million, man? I'm telling you right now. Inter Milan doesn't have 50 million to give him. I'm telling you right now, dude. They won't have 50 million to give him. Definitely not without selling players first. So yeah. And who will want to buy some of their players? Like, which are the players people would want to buy from their club? That's another issue. So you see, so what to go to sleep today, and I'm also going to be off in 10 minutes, man. No worries, yeah. Go off to bed, dude. It's all good. Ortho red. Oh my god, they might actually get something out of this game now. Grealish with the shot. Oh no. Werner just ran over the ball, really. 50-50 tackle. Okay. City are amping it up now. Ake. Gundogan. Rodri. Uh, Great block by Leipzig. Tries to go over Werner. Werner has the ball. Still has the ball. Loses it. FC Porto red. Red card is given to Otavio. Second yellow. First yellow in the first half. Lovely. So that's great, Otavio. You may have just, you know, screwed your team with 10 minutes to go. Congratulations. Here we go. Zoboslai with a layout with the lob. Nkunku, it's one on one, but Nkunku couldn't get around. Great move by Diaz, and Diaz is hounding him now. Ooh. See what happened there. Ooh. Got a start to the shin. Okay, this game's going to get really gritty. Yusuf Poulsen coming on, and I think Semakan coming on, I think. Oh, terrible pass. Out of bounds and substitution. Double change. So, what is Leipzig going to do now? Today's games are boring. Schläger out for Semakan. Sorry, Amadou Haidara. And Yusuf Poulsen on for? Who's it? Shaver Schlager. Schlager. I don't know how you say his name. Schlager. Anyway. Schlager and Silva off for Poulsen and Haidara. Today's games are boring. I think the first match day was also boring, right? It was like 2-1-0s. Right? Chelsea, Dortmund, and then Milan and Spurs. I think they were both also just 1-0, 1-0. So at least we got 2 goals in one game. Not that bad. But yeah, it's gonna get tight now, man. Like people are gonna be very cautious with how they play football now. So still can't believe how did Inter win the league with a bunch of EPL rejects. That is what I said on the preview earlier today. Absolute rejects, dude. And everyone will go, but they won a Scudetto. I'm like, bro, they couldn't even play in our team. Like, watch them play before they went to Inter Milan. They won a Scudetto. I'm like, yeah, that, you know what that tells you? The Italian league's not good anymore. That's what that tells you. Bro, Brighton would have won the Scudetto, dude. What are you on about? On a Scudetto. I'm like, God, Jesus. What can you do now? The levels are so low, you can't expect anything better. True story. Ashley Young, Moses, Damian, Lukaku, Sanchez, Mkhitaryan too, right? Ericsson, you missed 2 of them. Mkhitaryan, Ericsson. Yep, yep. I think Mkhitaryan at least. Definitely Ericsson. I don't know about Mkhitaryan. Definitely Ericsson. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. Yeah, half the team. Wow, Guardiola. Seriously, right? He's kept Haaland at bay as well as scored a goal, dude. This 20-year-old kid. Leipzig are going to get a lot of money for him. I'll tell you that much. Lot of money for him. Ericsson wasn't an EPL reject. Mkhitaryan joined 2 years later. He was though, Darren, because I don't know. I don't know if he was on his last year at Tottenham or he was a free agent. But the point of the matter is, if he was playing well, nah, he would have gotten to an EPL team only. That's what I mean. Like no EPL team wanted him. Nah. Think about it. When you turn a free agent, mostly an EPL team will get you. But especially if you turn a free agent. But no one in the EPL wanted him at that time, which is a little crazy. But that's what happened, I guess. Jack Grealish gets in Yusuf Poulsen's face. Jack Grealish got into Yusuf Poulsen's face. Uh, got really, really mad at him. Still 1-1, guys. Less than 5 minutes left. Wow. What a performance by Leipzig, dude. Nah, bro. Ericsson wanted to move or something. I saw that in All or Nothing, and Lukaku was 1-0 score. But isn't that big? Oh, Lukaku scored. God. He's gonna pretend like he always knew it was gonna happen. But why did he want to move Derain? Because Tottenham, he wasn't playing well in Tottenham. Just ask the expressions. And expressions loves Christian Eriksen. I know people go, oh wow, he's another like a jokier version of Angry Rantman. He actually loves Christian Eriksen, dude. So much so that when Christian Eriksen was doing well in United before he got injured, he was like, I like to see this, especially after what happened to him in the Euros. He was one of my favorite players when he played for Tottenham. He started playing really bad in Tottenham, Darren, like really bad. But yeah, he did ask for his move. I suppose you're right, man. Something like that. But Mourinho didn't want him in the end, right? Mourinho was like, "You want to go? We let you go, dude. You're surplus at the moment. You're not playing good." I think basically Mourinho told him to, "You stink," uh, and then I think that's why he wanted to leave because I remember him having an issue before he left, but I can't remember what it was. He was the top assist in that season, bro, for Tottenham. I think maybe I'm getting my years mixed up, Darren, but I'm pretty sure he had a real super falling out with the coach because of his form and stuff. But either way, man, you know, 2015, 16, 17, 18, yeah, man, seriously. I thought he was when even when we decided to sign him as a free agent, no, I thought to myself, listen, dude, for free, like, what's the worst that can happen when you sign someone for free, dude? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You terminate his contract, like if you, like I believe we assigned Christian Eriksen on a 2-year contract. Okay, let's say for some reason we don't renew his contract. He could, if he does well enough a year, he can still get a job somewhere. Like if he still wants to play, of course. David Rom, he has a bunch of tattoos, huh? Not nice looking ones either. Rom for Halstenberg, 2 minutes left. Interesting switch tactic. Yeah, I mean, so excuse me. So that's the thing, man. It's like when he came, I was like, for free, like this is a good deal, dude. It's a good deal. Yeah, okay, he's not as fast as he used to be, and sometimes you have to like you gotta switch him out, but I'll take it, dude. Arsenal revealed he wanted to leave in summer 29 of Champions League final, and like many at Spurs at the time, felt burnt out, undervalued, overpriced. Undervalued. Interesting. Oh, Hendricks gets a yellow. That didn't look great though, did it? Oh, you know what? He could have twisted his ankle in that, man. He's lucky his ankle left the ground. His ankle doesn't leave the ground. His ankle twists in a very bad way. Benjamin Hendricks yellow. Yeah, man. I understand how that is. I get it because That team was, it's a lot of demand for that team at the time, man. Then they did feel, they did look burnt out though, Derain. That's a good point. They did look burnt out. I think that final took a lot out of that team. To Dembele left Spurs, everything went down for yes. To Musa Dembele went down. That is the good point, dude. I believe it's Musa. Yeah, it's Musa Dembele. That's the thing, man. When you sell players or when players leave, it's so important to get replacements, man. So important. Like a lot of people go, yeah, we won't need him. We have this guy, we have that guy already. We don't need a new player. Nah, man, you need a new player. It doesn't matter how good you think the replacement in your team is. You need a new place, a place. You need to replace the guy, man, because it just you can't rely on the youth and you can't rely on your backup to take its place. Like sometimes it happens, sometimes it's not. Dude, that's the reason. Sometimes the backup's always going to be the backup. I think they preferred Ndombele over Ericsson. Oh my god. Yeah, that didn't age very well, did it, Derain? On loan to a French team and paying his money. We got Christian Eriksen who's giving us assists and playing important roles in ours. Yeah, for free, not 60 mil. That decision didn't age very well, did it? Well, you get what you get in life, dude. When you zig instead of zagging, this is what happens. They got the signing they want. It turned out to be the signing they didn't want. That's football, friends. Cyclical. You go from 2019 high to basically diminishing. We have a few seconds left. Few seconds left, guys. Real Mahrez take the final. I think Leipzig fans are getting Leipzig team looks quite exhausted. Bro, Toby and Vertonghen duo so burned out 2015. They were one of the best 2020. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Expressions call them the Belgian barrier, which I found quite funny. But yeah. And he also has separate nicknames for him. I can't remember them now, but yeah. Used to call them the Belgian barrier. Short cross by Mahrez. Feeds it to Gundogan. Whips it in high. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Ake almost got there. Oh, on the counter. Fakes it. Gives in Kunku. Oh my god, are they going to pull out one? Oh, no, they're not. Never mind. Oh, they might still. Okay, what's happening? Are they doing a penalty check? It ends 1-1, but we're going to check for penalties, I think. Just going to wait that out. If it's not a penalty, we move. We move to tomorrow's really, really big game. Missed 2014 season Barclays Premier League, not EPL. Barclays Premier League line. And yep, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. When it was called Barclays Premier League, it sounded cool too, right? This EPL thing sounds too, yeah, too normal. Are they waiting for? Are they waiting to check for the penalty or not? Full time. It's called full time. All right, guys. 1-1 full time. Great goal by Guardiola. Great goal by Mahrez. Little lucky with the deflection and the movement of the ball to fall right into his feet. Um, the only positive result for an English side in the Champions League this season. Probably the one that you'd expect, but you thought they'd do a lot better. Pep is circling the players around and having a chat with them, but game's pretty much over. Uh, Thank you for joining, guys. As always, do like, share, and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow for the big one. Hopefully, it's a good day tomorrow, huh? Take care, guys. Good night, Derain. Good night, everyone else who's watching. Take care. See you tomorrow. Do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.